Alright, hit the button, so I guess I'm making a video. Responding to Pyro, he made this little debatey video-y thing. You know, he's doing this. It's a good idea, I mean, fine. Yeah, let's try to make it better. I guess my first critique would be is that his opening video was pretty poor, in the sense it was so much traffic noise, it was very distracting to try to listen to it. Yeah, and that's part of the critique, is that you can't debate the idea of debating and just say, okay, it's either this and nothing. Well, yeah, if this is as far as it's ever going to go, you know, just talking back and forth between whatever number of people and, you know, an audience of whatever the average is, 200 or something, yeah, it's fail all over the place. It's a waste of time. Maybe some of this information would be good to archive and such, but there's so much of it, there's such a volume of it, and it's going to be so hard to honestly index it and based on its value, based on a concise or complete argument. I mean, I've attempted to do that with my book videos. They just kind of work your way right through the argument, and even the debate page that I created in an effort to direct it, but you know, it doesn't go anywhere because there's no incentives for people to get to do it, to fight, to play the game. There's no trophy, no prizes. It's like tennis, right? They just had a big tennis. I didn't, you know, I just noticed it because it came up in one of my image searches. You know, the tennis U.S. Open thingy or whatever, and that hot chick won again. And yeah, but you know, what's the big attraction? You know, yeah, sports. Okay, yeah, they're playing for money and they're playing for a trophy, a crown. And so yeah, maybe we have to do it that way. Maybe we have to turn this into some kind of performance art. I mean, the art can be the reality of it, but it's going to have to be for something. It's going to have to do something that people are going to want to watch it, because there is something at stake. Huge stakes. You know, failure has to be a possibility. Dismal, horrible failure. You know, the emperor giving the thumbs down and the sword through your head. There has to be something at stakes, and so people will get. You have to force. You have to seduce them into playing. We have to put candy on the table and free mints or some other kind of crap to get them to come in the door. You gotta lead them with a trail of whatever, Twinkies down the road. But yeah, just talking to this crowd over and over, back and forth, the same little snarky shit commenters, the same bullshit. Yeah, this is a waste of my fucking time. If this is as far as it ever goes, yeah, huge, colossal waste of my fucking time. Yeah, you know. So yeah, I'll confess that the majority of human beings, 98% of them, you know, aren't they're less than rats. They're probably cockroaches. They're probably somewhere between a rat and a cockroach. Yeah, you have no use for them. There's no. Their brain is cement. They're in love with their bullshit, and they won't even listen to the counter argument, let alone be willing to honestly attempt to make sense of their own bullshit. And they don't want to. The bullshit comforts them, and that's a sad truth. But yeah, maybe it can happen though. Like I said, maybe if you do have a real open fight, you know, maybe some of it'll sink in. It's hard to say it has no value. It just doesn't have enough value, maybe, for what it's taking from me. You know, because it is kind of sucking the life out of me. It really is depressing just to see how stupid and inane this argument has to get. I mean, I never had a whole lot of tolerance for like 5-year-olds and little kids and shit. And this is like, yeah, I'm arguing with little fucking kids, little fucking bratty, snot-nosed assholes. And it's like, what the fuck am I talking to these little monsters for? Yeah, they have no. They're so fucking ignorant. I mean, you have to explain everything to them. They don't even know what a word is. They don't even know how to use words. They don't even know what the words mean. I mean, it's impossible. I mean, even you can't figure out that objective is a point of view. You keep thinking objective is an object. It's a point of view, you asshole. But anyway. So anyway, I'm too colossally depressed to really make my usual cliche defense of the medium argument. So I'll post a link to a video I did on Bloggerheads, where I basically just pointed out, though, that if there is any hope for the human race, this is where it is. It's got to happen here. The argument's got to take place here. If there's something that's going to save our asses, this is where the lifeboat's going to be built. But there's no evidence that there's enough energy here to get the job done. And it really needs to be a project. It needs to be done right. It needs to be done in the cliche, marketing, disgusting, sleazy way, because obviously honesty provides no reward. I mean, you got to cut my hair and wear a tie and pretend to be a regular human and use pretentious language and don't say anything direct. Just keep talking around and around in circles and tell everybody how you look marvelous. You look marvelous. I just think you're a little bit wrong about that thing, that little, but not really big wrong, just a little bit, Professor Anton patronizing. I mean, it's just so pitiful. So, that's my lament. Yeah. Who the fuck knows where this can go? Who the hell knows whether there's some point in doing it? So, the question is moot, in my opinion. There's no point in defending it. What else is there? Is there an alternative? I mean, it's either this or I pick up a pitchfork and start running it through the cockroach's guts, right? I mean, what else is there to do? You either kill the fuckers or you argue with them. So yeah, let's argue with them for a while, but I think kill the fuckers is going to end up being what's going to happen. Because there's no way we can find middle ground here. I mean, assholes who think the human race is just fine at 7 billion people. Yeah, I'm not going to live with assholes who think that way. I'm not going to live in some Soylent Green shithole, where people are sleeping in bunk beds 10 high, and they have no life, no privacy, no dignity. No, not for me. And I'll die first. I'll die first before I let you drag my consciousness into it. And so that's, we went through these issues, but these are just so simple. These issues are just so obvious, and the fact that we even have to debate the idea that when you imposing life is an imposition. It's just that simple. It is imposing life. You don't give it. It's not a gift, asshole. Gifts are things that you buy and they work, and the people are really, really happy to get them. That's the definition of a gift. A gift isn't a liability. It isn't you got to pay the government $200 billion. I mean $200,000 the day you're born. That's not a gift. So try again. Anyway, I made a couple of little arguments in the argument about arguing, but yeah, there's no evidence that it's working, and where it is working is on a very small scale, where a few human beings, you'll have your little minions, and I have my little minions, and Professor Anton obviously has his little minions. People who are sympathetic to what is being spoken, and but they're not enough. There's people who are willing to to give the full measure. They really are. But 1 in 1,000, and that's not good enough. And so until we can do better than that, there's no fight that can be successfully accomplished from here. It's a stacked deck. However, I mean, I don't even know if you can say it that way, but I mean, it's a fixed game, and the only way to fix the game is we got to be in the game. We're not in the game. I mean, we might have the best football team ever, but they won't let us in the stadium, and they won't let us play. The champs and beat them, then yeah, there's no point in being the best. There's no point in practicing. Maybe this is just practice. But anyway, I should have just given up, but I hit the button. So anyway, yeah, I'm about as low as I have been, and so maybe tomorrow it'll be all okay. Not likely, but who knows? Next week is, an internet, YouTube years. That's like a long, long time. So maybe everything will be just fine.